Good morning. I'm Mike Gamble, and it's my honor to address you all as principal of Howard Bishop Middle School at today's beam signing or topping off ceremony. Wow, what a year it's been. I'm an optimist, so I like to focus on the positive things we've been able to do in this past year. In January of 2020, we had plans for a school with architect Paul Stressing here and a contractor with Scorpio. We at Howard Bishop were raring to go, but we were still 2 months away from getting the official go-ahead. I'll admit that some of my motivation for wanting to get underway was just a little bit selfish, because I was really looking forward to not having to paint the school with a team of volunteers over the summer, which is something we've done for the past 10 years. I really hate painting. Although we didn't know it at the time, our final day with students last year was Friday, March 13th. I believe it was the following Tuesday that the board approved the go-ahead for our swing school site, and this tremendous renovation really got rolling. Our teachers and staff stepped up by dealing with remote teaching, mostly in the form of paper packets and Google Meets, and while at the same time getting everything packed up for our move to our swing school. We can never say enough about the amazing job our teachers and staff did this past year. Their attitude has consistently been one of, what do we need to do to get the job done? Then in the space of a few short, hot summer months, Scorpio oversaw the construction of our swing school site on the Westwood Middle School athletic fields. Everyone who visits our temporary campus says, wow, this is much nicer than I thought it would be. To which we say, yeah, we told you it wasn't going to be a collection of old wooden portables. And again, we owe a huge thank you to Westwood Middle School for being such accommodating neighbors. The scope of this project impresses me every time I visit the site. As I've said before, an early decision by Mr. Stressing showed his concern for the neighborhood. The classroom building that's across what will be our mall again was planned for where this building is right now. However, he didn't want the two-story building looming over the homes on the other side of 19th Place behind us here, so decided to flip-flop the location of each building. Our neighbors that surround us here deserve a big thank you as well. The Masons were laying over 10,000 blocks a week putting up the walls for these buildings. As you can imagine, that's a lot of truck deliveries to deliver those supplies, and as you see today, this job site kicks up quite a bit of dust. Not a day goes by without someone asking me, is it really going to be finished by August? And I can only tell them we're on schedule. As I said before, our Hawk teachers are doing an incredible job of teaching under difficult circumstances. We're all excited about returning to our real campus and serving our students in a brand new state-of-the-art facility. It's been tough on our present 8th graders to see the progress being made here, knowing that they won't get to be in the new classrooms. We're also excited for the families of next year's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, as well as our future students and their families. They deserve this school. And as you can see in the pictures here to the side, which I'm glad are up, the students always ask me, are we really getting swimming pools? Because of the color of the water for the retention pond there. So sometimes I play along and say, yes, as you can see right outside the front office there, I get my own lap pool. But we tell them, no, they're just retention ponds. We're also excited to be playing such a large part in the revitalization of Northeast Gainesville. This really is a special area. I live near C.B. Parker Elementary School, and while it's a short, scenic trip to our swing school, I really do miss my bicycle commute here to Northeast 9th Street. This was a bold plan by our school board and our district leadership, and I know there are doubters out there about whether or not it should even be attempted. In passing the half-cent sales tax initiative, the citizens of Alachua County trusted us to get the job done. The Scorpio team has been with us every step of the way, as has our own facilities department. New schools don't build themselves. It's all about the people making it happen. As these people are making this new school possible, it's an honor to be a part of it. Thank you. And now, please give your attention to Dr. Carly Simon, our superintendent.
Good morning. I do have a speech prepared, but before I begin, I do want to share, I actually went to school to Howard Bishop. I also went to school at Metcalf. I grew up right outside Tom Petty Park, and I'm excited about what's going on. I believe I had quite a few math classes in what was the wing here long ago. So I'm excited to see all the progress, and I'm really excited for this side of the community that I love dearly. Well, Howard Bishop Middle School has come a long way since that day back in June of 2018 when Mr. Gamble was on the front page of the Gainesville Sun pointing to a water leak in a walkway. I also remember seeing video of Mr. Gamble standing in a technology classroom with rain running down the walls. In fact, back then, there was a lot of water here on campus in places where it wasn't supposed to be. And that was just one of the many problems at Bishop's facilities. But now those buildings are gone. Amazing new buildings like this one are rising in their place, and the few buildings that remain are going to be updated and improved. When the work is done, this is going to be an inviting and exciting environment for learning and teaching. And of course, just a few hundred feet away from where we are now, the revitalization of Metcalf Elementary School campus is also well underway. Together, Bishop and Metcalf are going to be the pride of this community. Of course, it's thanks to the community that we're here today. The current projects at Bishop, at Metcalf, at Idlewild Elementary, and at Elementary School I were all made possible by the Half Cent for Schools initiative that was approved by voters just a few months after Mr. Gamble made his appearance on the front page. It's so appropriate that what was once the poster child for terrible school facilities will now be the poster child for their renewal. To those of you who are part of this initiative, I want to thank you. Your efforts will have a positive impact on our students for years to come and on this community. As superintendent, I'm committed to educational equity, to ensuring that we're providing high-quality learning experience for all students, regardless of their zip codes. Facilities are a critical part of that goal. As a district and as a community, we have much more work to do, but I'm thrilled to be here with you for this important milestone in our journey. I'd like to recognize our school board members who are here today: Dr. Leonetta McNeely, Vice Chair Tina Certain, Diane McGraw, Mr. Hyatt, and Dr. Gunnar Paulson. At this point, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. McNeely. Thank you again. It's looking awesome.
Good morning. As I look around in this building this morning, I'm struck by the difference between the old Bishop cafeteria and what I already see in this new one. I spent a lot of time, Mr. Gamble can attest to that, spent a lot of time in this cafeteria. And I have to say, I'm not sorry that it's gone. I know that our wonderful folks in the Food and Nutrition Service Department and the staff here at Bishop did their best to keep it as clean and attractive as possible. But after a certain point, it's like trying to put lipstick on a pig. It was just too old, too small, and too run down. And that goes for all of the other buildings that have been demolished on this campus. This new cafeteria and music building, the new classroom and technology building, and all of the other renovations happening here at Bishop, this is just what the students, the staff, the families, and the community have needed for a long, long time. To the Bishop students who are here today and those who will be watching this video later, I'm so happy for you. You deserve a wonderful place like this, a place where you can learn, have new experiences, make friends, eat, make music, play sports, and a place where you can grow into your very best self. I can't wait to see the finished Bishop campus, but more importantly, I can't wait to see everyone back here in the fall to enjoy all of it. And now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dominic Scorpio, the President and CEO of Scorpio Construction, which is rebuilding Howard Bishop.
This is an exciting day for a contractor, for a construction manager. To get to this milestone really speaks a lot about the effort that goes into a project such as this. But I want to begin by saying thank you to the school board members, Superintendent Simon, Principal Gamble, and guests. Thank you for joining us this morning. It's a chilly day. As you can hear from the activity that goes on around us, construction stops for no one. We have a schedule to make, and by God, we're going to make that schedule because that's the commitment that this company made to the community and to the school district. And we're proud to say that, in fact, Principal Gamble, we are on schedule. So when you say that, it's in fact true. So exactly. It's really an honor for me to address you this morning as your community school board community builder. It's our responsibility to take your vision and to convert that vision from brains to bricks. But we are just a small component of that. It really starts and is led by the facilities planning and construction group and Paul White's team, and that team in itself is a very large team that works very, very hard for the benefit and for the advancement of the school board. Beyond that, it takes a great architect to capture that vision that the school district has and put it onto documents that we can all understand as builders and subcontractors that actually physically do the work. And in this project, you don't have a good architect, you have a great architect in Paul Stressing, and he's here to my left. Paul, if you would raise your hand. And he himself has a team that obviously supports his efforts in ensuring that the design is a good one and will serve the district well. There are a number of engineering and other design principles that are involved, from the structure that you see to the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire protection systems, even to the landscape and civil engineering. I'm not sure, I scanned the room, but I'm not sure if I see any other engineering or design principles in the audience. If you are, can you raise your hand so we can recognize you? There's not. That's okay. They are very busy doing their jobs on a daily basis, and there's a lot of them to thank there. So there are also a number of trade contractors that live, work, and play in this community that makes this happen every day. And on this project, because of the scale of it, it's upward of about 30 contractors that in total, at any given point in the day, have about 200 to 300 employees working to make this project a reality. And our job as your construction manager is to be the conductor of all of those subcontractors and coordinate and control the costs associated with building it, delivering a solid quality project on schedule, but most importantly to do it safely. And we take that charge very, very, very seriously. So I want to introduce the team, the Scorpio team that does all of that collaboration, because even on our side, the team is large. It's led by Tracy Kohler. They're in the back there. Tracy Kohler is our senior project manager. And I'll go through the team if you would mind holding your applause, and then we'll recognize them at the end. Tracy Kohler is our senior manager. He is assisted by Andy Cowart. Andy, if you'd raise your hand in the back. And Maverick Manasavu, I saw Maverick earlier today. He's in the back there. In the field side of the operation, it's led by Senior Superintendent, Field Superintendent Aaron Rogers. Aaron is in the back with a red jacket on. And he is assisted by Dean Schiffbauer and Miguel Hernandez. So again, 6 folks full-time on this site every day, ensuring that we deliver as we have promised. Can we give them a round of applause for their efforts every day? So why have we gathered here today? Well, this is a very significant milestone in the construction of a project, And what you see represented here is the final beam that will complete the structure at its highest elevation in construction. And we commemorate this day by presenting a small tree that you see to the right on the table here, a small tree. Today it's a magnolia tree, and we plant that tree. As it grows, so too will the children that walk the halls of this campus every single day. So we'll find a good spot for that tree to be planted, and everyone in the community and the people that pass through these halls can watch it grow as well. The tradition itself pays homage to representing community growth and the blessings of safety, health, and happiness to the people that will live, work, play, and learn in these facilities. And as we continue through construction to final completion, it's our charge to ensure that we do in fact deliver that project, and that it's built very well, and that it's safe, and that it serves the school board of Alachua County, the faculty, the staff, and all of the children that will walk these halls for many years to come, and I am confident that it will serve this community for centuries. And we are very, very proud as your builder to be selected to build this project. So again, thank you all for joining us this morning and celebrating the significant milestone for Howard Bishop Middle School. I love these banners in the back, a new home for the Hawks. That in fact is what it is. It is a home, and we approach every project knowing that people will see this as their home, and we take the pride and care in building this home just as we would our own homes. So thank you for joining us this morning and celebrating the significant milestone. We're going to begin by asking everyone to come up and sign this and write any words of encouragement, any blessings that you wish to see incorporated into this building. It truly is an honor to serve as your contractor, and I look forward to seeing you at the finish line when we celebrate the dedication of this building and watch the students come through these halls for the very first time. Thank you again for joining us. Please join me in signing the beam this morning.